How did you like the Grammys?
Oh, are we starting?
Yeah, we're starting right now.
You know what? How did you like the Grammys is the big question.
It was great.
You
I
loved it?
really loved the Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak
Yeah, you can't stop talking about Bruno
performance.
Mars.
I could not.
I'ma leave my door open, baby. I'ma leave my door open, girl.
It was good. Would I say it was great? No. Can he sing? Of course. Everybody knows Bruno Mars can sing. But I think for me, like there were so many things on my mind watching the Grammys because we know like all the controversy surrounding the Grammys this year, like with everything, like Drake is obviously not there again. The Weeknd didn't submit his music. Justin Bieber is not there. You guys know about the controversy with the Grammys, right? The fact that people feel that their decisions in terms of categories and who gets placed into what categories isn't up to date.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Justin Bieber, for example, made an R&B album, yet he's still categorized as pop. You know, there's a lot of, what does pop stand for?
I don't know.
Popular. Popular music. What's the most popular music out right now? R&B and hip hop, rap, right? Yet these artists, they're still stuck and confined into the R&B and rap categories.
So did Drake and Justin Bieber pull out, or are they just?
For example, Drake has been boycotting the Grammys for the last several years. The Weeknd didn't even submit his music, so they don't even, that means you're not even contended for, any, like you're not a contender in any of the categories. But listen, despite all of that, it was still an interesting show, right? It was still an interesting show. Like for me, you know, you gotta give it up to Beyonce for continuing to make history, right? Like shout out Beyonce because she's now the most decorated like Grammy winner, female Grammy, you know, artist of all time.
Okay, wait a minute. History has just been made. Breaking the all-time record for the most Grammy wins ever by any female artist or any singer, male or female, the Grammy goes to Beyonce!
And Blue Ivy got a Grammy? Gosh, what were you doing at 11 years old? What was I doing at 11 years old?
Not doing that. Not getting a Grammy for sure.
So I think like that was such a cool moment. I love that when she was, you know, she was on stage with Meg Thee Stallion. You know, they're both Houston hotties.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm up with the lingo, eh? I'm up with the lingo, Houston hotties. Yeah. No. So I did like that moment. I loved that moment. I didn't like that moment. I loved that moment.
I love that Beyonce kind of like just sat back and let Megan like have her moment.
Yes. Yeah. You know, but did you see Billie Eilish's acceptance speech? So she won, I believe it was Song of the Year if I'm not mistaken, and then Billie Eilish dedicated her Grammy award to Meg Thee Stallion.
This is really embarrassing for me. Megan, girl, I was gonna write a speech about how you deserve this, but then I was like, there's no way they're gonna choose me. I was like, it's hers. You deserve this. You had a year that I think is untoppable. You are a queen. I wanna cry thinking about how much I love you. You're so beautiful, you're so talented. You deserve everything in the world. I think about you constantly. I root for you always. You deserve it, honestly. Genuinely, this goes to her. Can we just cheer for Megan Thee Stallion, please?
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of getting tired of artists rededicating their awards to black artists because remember when, for example, remember when Adele won? And Adele,
I do.
You're right. So here we go again, right? It's like, so it's that conversation about the Grammys continuously getting it wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because anybody who's been following music knows that who's had probably one of the biggest years of their careers? Meg Thee Stallion, not Meg the Stallion, Meg Thee Stallion. And by the way, her performance with Cardi B, what do we think about her performance with
I
Cardi B?
didn't get to see the whole thing,
Oh.
so I don't have much of a say, but I heard the Cardi's performance wasn't great, like her dance, but other than that.
Well, I don't know who you're hearing from, Gigi, but her performance was pretty big. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was like really interesting. I mean, first of all, her and Meg together, like WAP, is a big song.
Oh
Now, was it a bit risque for the Grammys and television? Maybe people were watching it with their little kids. Yeah, but I mean, if it wasn't risque, would we be talking about it?
Right.
Right?
I love Cardi B though.
That's the thing, right? And like, I know you and I have been trying to practice that up dance. I'm joking. Gigi hasn't been trying to practice it. I've been practicing it. Maybe we might do a TikTok on that, right? Hey, the other performances that I really, really loved, the baby had a couple of good performances. His was interesting because he was doing Rockstar. Of course, we all know what Rockstar is about. It has messages about police brutality and stuff like that. But the choir that he had in the background, I don't know if you noticed, they were basically dressed up as supreme judges, but they were all white. Yeah. So I think there was a lot of symbolism there because I think what he was trying to showcase is that it's important for people who make the decisions that determine, what happens on the ground level with interactions between police and people of color, in particular Black people. They need to be aware of what's going on, right? It's time that they become more relatable to what's happening on the ground level. That's what I felt when I was watching that, because I've never seen, a choir, because usually when you see choirs in a performance, they're like all Black people, right? Vibing and going like this and like that, like, you get that Black choir. This wasn't a Black choir, it was older white women, right? Who were dressed up in Supreme Court, judges' outfits, basically vibing along as a typical choir, Black choir would. Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Sometimes I have all these thoughts in my
I
head,
get
so I
it.
don't know if I'm articulating
No,
it.
I
Okay, we on the same page, Gigi. So I liked his performance, and then he performed again with Dua Lipa. I love Dua Lipa, but Dua Lipa can't dance. she can't dance. She tried a 1-2 birds. Did she not try 1-2?
Yeah, she can.
She can dance?
She's okay.
She's okay, but like, she's not a dancer. She's a singer.
I was gonna ask, can you dance?
Can I dance? So I did appreciate Dua Lipa's performance. Billie Eilish performed. She was good as always. She always brings the soul and everything like that. Lil Baby's performance.
Until freedom, until freedom.
Every video I see on my conscience, I got power now, I gotta say something corrupted. Police been a problem where I'm from, but I'd be lying if I said it was.
I think that was probably the performance of the night. And what was interesting, because with all that heat that the Grammys have been taking with the category nominations, and a lot of Black artists, for example, are the ones who've been speaking out saying the Grammys have an issue, a race issue that they gotta fix. It was interesting to see all of the Black excellence on stage and the Black narrative and stories that were displayed with the artists and the performances. So I was always kind of wondering in the back of my head watching it, like, is the Grammys trying to do PR work here? Mind you, listen, if the message is still getting out there from artists, right, to the general public, that is also still important. But that was in the back of my head. Because, it's something that everybody's talking about.
I mean, it's good to question things, right? It's to question why people do things.
But Lil Baby's performance was something. That was something, the reenacting of what happens in America, and it also happens here in Canada. Don't believe that it don't happen here in Canada. It does happen here in Canada. With that, the police brutality and the discrimination and calling it out and talking about Black Lives Matter and all those things, like that was front and center. And I think it was important for the world to get that, to see that played out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Was there any other moments that really hit me? I don't know if there's anything else there was another moment. There was a performer. Do you know which performer I'm talking about? Do you know which performer I'm talking about, Burns?
I want to guess.
Who?
No, I can't think of who.
Doja. Doja. I would just put it out here. I think Doja, she's had a lot of controversy herself, but I do think her performance was really, really good.
It's been a long time since you fell in love. You ain't coming out your shell. You ain't really been yourself.
Anyhow, I want to know what you guys thought about the Grammys. Hit us up in the comment section, and we'll do more of these reaction videos over time, okay? We got to go get back to, Gigi, we have to say like, comment, and subscribe, right? We still have to do these in these videos. So if you liked what you watched today, like, comment,
and subscribe.
And make sure to share the video. And yeah, Argona's media mug is dirty right now because I've been drinking a lot of Other things? Joking, just coffee and tea. Coffee and tea.